Hey, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the erythropoiesis. So the erythropoiesis means the red blood cell formation. In the previous video, we was discussing about the hematopoiesis, which that is a collectively formation of the blood, which that contain RBC and WBC. So the erythropoiesis will trigger more due to the lung disease, airway obstruction, reduced atmospheric oxygen, hypoventilation, anemia, thalassemia, and blood-related issue, old RBC survival syndromes, and a lot more problem. So anyhow, in this way, for example, in your in your blood circulatory system, whenever the RBC will decrease or the demand of the oxygen will be more, so the RBC will be increase. This is the photosynthesis will produce the oxygen due to the photosynthesis, and that oxygen will consume in your body, while the carbon dioxide which that exhale to donate to the plant to again produce the oxygen by the fixation of the carbon dioxide in the Calvin cycle. So this carbon dioxide and oxygen cycle will occur. So anyhow, for example, in your blood circulatory system, the hypoxemia whenever will increase, the decrease of the oxygen. So in this way, the low oxygen level will occur. So your body will learn, and in this way, your body will ready for the production of RBC. By the mechanism, we will understand in this video. Here is the adrenal gland, which that produced by the sensation of hypoxemia in your blood, and in the cell hypoxia lead to produce EPO, erythropoietin protein. This erythropoietin protein will produce from the adrenal gland will target to the reticulocytes. So before the reticulocyte formation, we will understand the formation of the reticulocyte and the mature RBC. So for example, the Proerythroblast, which that is immature nuclear chromatin 1 and 2 nucleoli containing cell, which that contain IGF receptor and the growth receptor, when receive this signal and other signal which that basically will trigger by the ligand activation to produce basophilic erythroblast, but no nucleoli and the basophilic cytoplasm. In this way, this is the progression and this is the formation of the reticulocyte we are understanding. In this is the polychromatophilic erythroblast round nucleus with mature no nucleoli and the gray cytoplasm containing cell which that is still immature, but it will not reversible, remember, like the proerythroblast and the stem cell. So in this way, it will be go forward because it is the intermediate maturation. The hemoglobin also deposit in this polychromatophilic erythroblast, which that is the round nucleus, and with mature and no nucleoli are present. In this way, the hemoglobin will in the form of beta 2, alpha 2, in two type of chain which that show in the diagram, and in this the heme group will be fixed in this cell. In this way, orthochromic erythroblast and reddish hemoglobin, hemoglobinized cytoplasm will occur, which that show the red color. Why? Because the deposition of hemoglobin. In this way, the second step after this, the orthochromic erythroblast to become a reticulocyte. This reticulocyte activation by the erythropoietin protein to form a mature RBC. It can be mature or it can be into the blood circulatory system or within the bone. So this is the function in the bone. So remember, in this way, this will enter into the blood circulatory system reticulocyte and the mature RBC release into the blood circulatory system to become a mature and the more functional to transport the oxygen. And in this way, the depletion or the deficiency of the oxygen, hypoxic shock and the hypoxemia will lead to increase the RBC production, and in this way the old and damaged erythrocytes after 120 days which that should be recycled. So how it possible? The phagocytosed RBC in bone marrow and spleen as well as liver, which that recycle it. And in this way it will be recycled, and in this way the macrophage basically will consume this RBC to produce the metabolites. These metabolites basically due to the phagocytosed RBC in bone marrow and spleen as well as liver to produce this lysosome in the macrophage, which that is special in the spleen, will consume the damaged RBC. After the damage, it will be break it down due to the lysosome. This lysosome degradation will lead to metabolism. This metabolism basically produce different type of the content. The different type of content can be a globin, which that is protein, hemoglobin, metabolized, and amino acids as well as cell components, which that will be reused in our body. The heme group basically, which that is contained 4 by the one hemoglobin, so release the heme group as well as iron ions, which that transferrin protein are present in our blood and will accept this iron to move back into the bone for the again erythropoiesis. And the heme group will be metabolized in the liver to produce biliverdin, which that again consume into the bilirubin and excrete if the extra bilirubin. And this basically will lead to also function for the erythropoiesis. I hope you make sense about that. So in this way, the histotoxic hypoxia, cyanide poisoning, and other toxin basically will lead to damage it. So anyhow, will lead to erythropoiesis. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.